friends, welcome to Prime Strings and this video, Online Music Lessons Explained. I'm Henriette and today I will discuss the do's and don'ts when you have online music lessons. This video is made for players and parents of players. So if you are a music teacher, please look out for my other video, Online Music Lessons Explained for Teachers. I have been teaching online for 8 years and I will talk you through the process step by step, including how to download a teaching platform on your device. Once you get going, I am hoping that watching this short video will save you precious lesson time, because with a few hints you can get the most out of your online lessons. I teach mostly by Skype, but I use FaceTime, Google Hangouts and WhatsApp video as well. In many ways, online music lessons are very similar to face-to-face lessons. There are, however, a few things that are different from face-to-face lessons with your teacher, and I will talk you through these later on. Having online lessons are a good way of thinking about your lessons slightly differently. They promote independence, for instance, which can enhance your face-to-face lessons. If you have never used Skype before, you will need to download it onto your computer or your iPad first. I prefer not to do lessons on a phone as the screen is a bit small to see much detail. So it might be wise to decide first of all which device you are going to use. You will also need a reliable internet connection on that device. So then you go to the Apple Store or Google Play and you find the free Skype app. Follow the instructions on the screen and click Install to download Skype onto your device. If you already have Skype on your device, it might be a good idea to update it to the latest version and then to restart the device once you have installed the app. When you have installed it, open the app and find the search bar. Type in the name of the person you want to Skype with, in my case Prime Strings, and a list of suggestions will appear. Click on the one you think is the best match, and hopefully you have already connected in advance of your first lesson. Allow camera access and switch on your microphone. Before the lesson begins, you may think about a few things. First of all, make sure you are in a quiet room which is warm and well lit. Make sure also that your device is fully charged or connected to a power source, as it will use far more battery than when you use the device for word processing, for instance. I prefer to use the built-in camera and speakers of the device rather than headphones and a microphone, because a microphone will rustle against your clothes and I find that very distracting. If possible, set the device at eye height so you can play standing up. And maybe you have a shelf in a bookcase or a high cabinet or a big pile of books or even a spare music stand on which you can set the iPad. You should position yourself diagonally across from your iPad so that your camera films you from the right hand side. Your face should be well lit, so perhaps switch off any lights behind you as well as the ceiling light and shine a light towards your face. Your music stand with your music on should be set up to the left of your device. Make sure that you have all your music close to hand and have a pencil and rubber handy to make notes. Write in fingerings and so on. I suggest you also keep your practice notebook handy too, as you will need to make the notes that usually your music teacher makes for you yourself. If you have someone around, a parent for instance, they might make the notes for you, but it is a good practice to start formulating exactly what the teacher means in your own words when you write them down. I suggest you have an arrangement in place to stop you playing when the teacher asks you to. You probably won't hear the teacher asking you to stop playing while you are playing yourself, so I use hand signals to indicate when to stop, or it might be that, or I will ask you to play just 2 lines before pausing. Lastly, it may be handy to think of a backup plan in case the connection drops or if there is another technical blip. Although in my experience Skype is mostly fine, and I've taught people all over the world, only in the most remote parts of the world, caves in Kazakhstan for instance, or in the back streets of Delhi with hooting tuk-tuks, was it impossible to teach by Skype. You just never know what happens, and if you have an agreement in place what to do in case of a technical glitch, it makes things much easier for everyone. I suggest that if the connection drops and you can't get it back up and running again, you make a short video of yourself playing any tricky bits that you have questions about and sending it by email. Lastly, a few words about safeguarding. A parent should always be in the house when the student is being taught online. You will both have to give consent for the online lessons to take place. Some platforms may offer the opportunity to record sessions, and if you wish to record the lesson, you will need to discuss this with the teacher before the recording begins. Lessons will start and finish on time, as usual, and it is common courtesy not to keep chatting at the end of the lesson. The teacher is likely to have to start another lesson immediately after. Finally, both teacher and student are expected to be appropriately dressed, as if you would in a face-to-face lesson, so please, no pyjamas or skimpy tops. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments box below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If this video has been useful, please share it with your friends and hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on Skype soon.